13 is Brandon Bostic. 70 is on the next page. Nathaniel Harvey, 52 and 12. 52 is Robert Deal, and 12 for the Pelham Hornets is Cody Godwin, of course, the quarterback. And all these guys, I believe, are seniors. Let me double check that and make sure I'm telling you right. 70 is also a senior. And number 13 is a senior. So they're all seniors. And it looks like to me that the initial indication is that Pelham has won the toss and elected to defer. They don't have them lined up. It may have been Terrell that won the toss. They'll probably go through that motion again. But whoever won the toss deferred. So Pelham is going to be receiving. So Terrell won the toss and elected to defer. And so that's the way it looks, and they'll be moving to the from the left to the right, down towards the south, as we are looking down on the Hornets' nest. So we'll get to see the Pelham Hornets on offense first. Homecoming here at Pelham, so sit back and get ready to enjoy. Better yet, if you happen to be driving around the Pelham area, come on out and join us here in person at the Hornets' nest. But tell your friends that the broadcast is available online worldwide. Any Hornet fans anywhere in the world, drop them a quick email or text or tweet or whatever it is you do, and let them know that they can tune in at MitchellCountyGA.com or here locally on Q92.3. The Hornets, with a big crowd here, come down the Spirit line and break through and come to the near sideline. And we are just about ready to get this underway. Hornets in blue uniforms. And the Terrell County Green Wave decked out in white uniforms, gold helmets, little bit of green there. It's kind of odd there, the Green Wave, but just a touch of green in their uniform here tonight. And I tell you what, if the excitement here prior to the kickoff could win the game here tonight, well, then the Hornets would definitely have an opportunity, because they seem to be really excited here and have a lot of enthusiasm on the sideline. Very important game, because these two teams are battling for one of those 4 playoff spots. One of these teams could very well find themselves, there's still a lot of football to play, but this is important. The winner here tonight really has an inside track. Pelham's got to win this game in Calhoun at the very least, and they're probably going to the playoffs. So it boils right down to that. That's how important this is. Win this game, win Calhoun at the end of the season. You don't have to do anything else. You're probably going to the playoffs. Kick is away, and it's a short kick. Fumbled. Back to the 15. And Terrell is going to get all over it. I'm not sure who recovered it, though. Let's wait for the signal. Terrell County has the football. At about the Pelham 15-yard line. So the intended receiver of the kickoff came up to the 20-yard line, and it bounced right out of his hands. And he, of course, went back to the 15 to get it. And before it was all over with, it turned out that the Green Wave will be on offense first. And they are just inside the Pelham Hornet 15-yard line. So a very bad turnover here to start tonight's game. Number 12 is their quarterback, Jacarius Scott, and they have a fumble in the backfield, and let's see, I think they have fallen over it. So we have had 2 plays, a kickoff and 1 play from scrimmage, and 2 straight fumbles. It's going to be a loss of a couple of yards on the play back to the 17-yard line, it looks like. So it looks like they just never got a hold of the football. The quarterback got the snap, but just was never able to hand it off, and it dropped on the ground. So it's going to be second down and about 12, and the official steps in and blows the whistle. Let's see what we got. checking something, and now he has signaled that they're ready for play. It looks like an I formation backfield for Terrell County. Whistles again. And let's see what there's a flag this time. There's a flag, and I would think that it's going to probably be against the defense for lining up off sides, because there was no motion that I could see, and there was not the snap of the ball, so it could not be an illegal procedure, and that is the case. The Pelham Hornets are guilty of lining up off sides, so Pelham is killing themselves here with mistakes right at the get-go of this football game. We are just getting underway. No score, and already Pelham has fumbled the football away on the kickoff, and they've given 5 yards by way of the penalty after a fumble lost 2 yards for Terrell. This time they're going to hand it off to their running back, and Pelham is going to stack him up there at the line of scrimmage, which right now is in the vicinity of the 12-yard line. It's actually going to be a loss on the play back to the 12 or 13. So really we won't worry about the original line of scrimmage. I tell you what, it's really a bizarre beginning to this football game. It looked like on those first 2 plays, the kickoff and the first play from scrimmage, it's sort of like, which team wants it the most? We're going to have a winner. Which team wanted it the least on those first 2 plays? So hopefully the jitters will settle down here and we'll see a good football game. I formation backfield. Quick pass put up. He's got a man. Lays out. Incomplete pass in the end zone for Terrell County. And it's going to bring up 4th down play, I believe. Yes, 4th down coming up for Terrell County. They are looking at 4th and about 7 from where they are now. Obviously 4 down territory down here for Terrell County. Pelham huddling up defensively. Terrell coming to the line. Kind of odd that Terrell has these pink socks on. It looks like they were a week late for our pink out that we had last week, or either somebody threw the wrong thing in the laundry when they did the socks. Flags come out, going to throw the ball away. The ball goes incomplete, and it's probably going to be an illegal procedure against, I would think, against, oh, wait a minute. That was not procedure, but I'm not sure what that was. We had an initial indication, but it is going to go against Terrell, and already we can see. Ineligible receiver downfield. I'm not really sure. Ineligible receiver downfield. I was thinking for just a second that would be a loss of a down. You could have accepted that penalty and have the ball go over and picked up the yardage, but I'm thinking I'm mistaking that with someone else, because I'm sure Pelham would have taken it. Anyway, Pelham has the football now, so it's going to be 1st and 10. Pelham just outside of their 10-yard line. Call it about the 15. Everybody stacked up there defensively for Terrell. They're going to hand it off to, looks like Christian Drake carrying the ball for the Pelham Hornets. And he carries it close to the 13-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of a couple, 2nd and 8 coming up for the Pelham Hornets. And fortunately, no harm done on that fumble of the opening kickoff in tonight's contest. Pelham, in case you just joined us, took the opening kickoff and promptly fumbled it away. Terrell got the football, but Terrell was unable to put any points on the board. Cody Godwin at quarterback for the Pelham Hornets. Operating directly under center. Will hand off. Ball on the ground. Terrell's going to come up with it at the 25-yard line. Terrell County has the football on the 29, call that the 24, excuse me. Did I say 29 earlier? I meant 24. It's inside the 25, call it the 24. So again, Pelham is going to have to go on defense. Again, Terrell has a short field. Well, I tell you what, we got away with that as Pelham was able to hold them defensively. Of course, a lot of the credit probably goes to a sloppy Terrell County Green Wave offense. So let's see what will happen here. Another short field. You can't keep putting your defense in peril like this. Backs are split in the backfield behind their quarterback, and flags will come out on the snap. And this game is going to take a while to settle down, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a legal procedure. No offsides. They say Pelham lined up, so that's the second time on that last series of down. Twice the Pelham Hornets have fumbled, and twice they have been caught on this lining up offsides deal. So, you need to play a good game against these guys and keep yourself in playoff contention. And all of a sudden, the Pelham Hornets just look like they are coming out here tonight like they really don't want to win this thing. Boy, they were just so excited. It looked like they had enthusiasm all over the place when they came to the near sideline after running through the spirit line. But all of a sudden here, we are just making mistake upon mistake. They are going to slant it to the left side, hand it to one of the split backs in the backfield, and he's going to power his way down to about the 10-yard line for Terrell County. And that's going to be very close. Actually, it's not that close. It's probably about 4 yards beyond what he needed now that I look at it. And obviously now they are moving the chains. And Terrell looks like they are riding their ship a little quicker than we are. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have to get busy here defensively pretty quick. Again, two backs lined up, split in the backfield behind the quarterback. And they will turn and hand off to one, and he's going to crack the 10-yard line, get down close to the 9. And I'll try to start getting I haven't concentrated much on this roster that we got from the Green Wave. Bashir Rogers, a senior running back, carries the ball. And again, their quarterback, Jacarius Scott, I believe. He is a senior. He also plays defensive back. As the Green Wave go into an I formation this time behind Scott, their quarterback. Scott is going to give to the fullback, who will drive down close to the 5-yard line. And it's going to, he will pick up about a yard. It's going to be close. Actually, looks like it's not that close at all. It's closer to the 8-yard line where they spot it. No, the down marker across the way is not lined up with the football at all. The down marker, I don't know if the down marker guy's not paying attention, but the down marker's back on the 8. The football is not quite to the 6, but it's much closer to the 6 than the down marker guy over there. So it is third down, but if you're going by the down marker, he doesn't need as much as it looks like, because the down marker's actually on the 8-yard line. I formation, backfield, back, little play action. He looks to pass, little pressure, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. Caught in the back of the end zone, and it looks like number 9, Javante Daniels, a senior, split in for Terrell County, has put the first points of the night on the board, and Terrell County has taken a 6-0 lead. Let's don't give them anything. 6-0 lead over the Pelham Hornets as we await the extra point. And it looks like number 30, DeCoven Ware, a senior, is going to be kicking. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So timeout on the field. Your score, Terrell County takes an early 7-0 lead over the Pelham Hornets. So the official voice of high school football in Mitchell County, Q92.3. Beginning to tonight's football game, and Pelham has done nothing but hurt themselves as Terrell has taken a 7-0 lead over the Pelham Hornets. So all that talking about the two teams tied here at the, I mean, it's an important game football-wise here tonight. If you can't get up for this one, man, you're going to have trouble, because you got two teams that are tied for third in the region, battling for the inside track to keep a handle on that playoff spot. This time the kick is going to bounce out of bounds So that's probably good for the Pelham Hornets that it went out of bounds. They will probably mark it up here on the 35-yard line. It went out of bounds, and the penalty flags come out. Of course, Pelham has the opportunity to get them to re-kick, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. Well, they started to put the ball on the 25, and I know that's not right. As they move it up to the 35. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Pelham Hornets for the 35-yard line. 6:38 left to go. First quarter action. And the Hornets with the football, 1st and 10. Cody Godwin, quarterback. Wing back on the right side, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to give it to, was it number 1 or number 19? Let me see if I can get that number for you. Number 19, I believe it was. Number 13. Yeah, keep looking, I'll find it. Brandon Bostic. Know the name, I just got to figure out which number it is. Sometimes these more modern numbers seem to have a little more overhang to the 3 than they ought to, and after a while they begin to look like 8s and 9s, if you know what I'm saying. Second down play coming up for the Pelham Hornets, and this time they hand it off, and looks like there was actually the marker has been thrown, so the official thought they saw a free football, and unfortunately they did, and unfortunately I know that because they have now signaled first down Terrell County, so the Pelham Hornets have once again fumbled the football away just as it looked like we were settling down and going to move this thing. Pelham has coughed it up on the 39-yard line. So Terrell County has it 1st and 10 from the Pelham Hornet 39-yard line. Come on, guys. This isn't Seminole County we're playing here. Maybe they're still shell-shocked from last week, but I sure thought and still believe that they can be on the field with these guys, but not if you're going to get, I mean, what, it's been 3 fumbles, 2 penalties so far, lining up offsides. Scotted quarterback directly under center. Fumble on the exchange from center. Let's see if Pelham can get it back. Battle for the football, and so far no signal. Still waiting, still waiting. Unstacking it. It's going to be Terrell's ball, 2nd down. They fumbled it and picked up a yard on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for Terrell County. Football at the 38-yard line of Pelham. Down to 5:24. Even in the sloppiness, this quarter seems to be going by pretty quick. If you joined us late, kickoff to the Pelham Hornets. They fumbled the kickoff, but they got the football back from Terrell, only to fumble it again. And Terrell scored, and this time they fumbled it again, and Terrell has the ball. I formation backfield for the Green Wave. Whistles and flags. Who didn't see that coming? Actually, I don't see a flag, but it is a penalty, and it's going to be against the Green Wave, so that's going to back them up. Football on the Pelham Hornet 38, 7-0. Terrell with the lead. Sideline warning, no penalty. Will be a penalty next time. I think it's against Terrell that the sideline warning was. Looks like they've changed the play as the quarterback has yelled to everybody in all different directions. Now gets back under center, takes it, hands off. Football is on the ground again. This time it looks like it's Pelham's. Pelham has come up with the football. There's no official signal, though. Let me hold that. Yes, now we got it. Pelham has the ball. Pelham has the ball. My goodness. This is the fumble ball at its best. At this rate, we will set a record for fumbles here tonight. But at least Pelham has the ball on offense. Let's mark it for you at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pelham Hornets at the 37-yard line. Godwin at quarterback will pitch it back. Coming to the near side and is going to be tackled and taken out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. It's probably a pickup of only a yard on the play. A lot of running there by number 21, Desmond Parker, for the Pelham Hornets.
Parker will carry the gain of 1 yard and bring it 2nd and 9.
It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Pelham on their own 38-yard line. First quarter, Terrell County Green Wave lead the Pelham Hornets by a score 7-0. And those points a gift, as each time that Terrell County has gotten the football, it has been deep in Pelham territory, but Pelham has stopped them twice. Actually, they fumbled the ball away. One time it went over on downs. Straight up the middle, Desmond Parker, again your ball carrier, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up maybe closer to 5 yards on the play. Anyway, it's beyond the 40 to about the 42. Football on the 42, 3rd and I'm going to say about 4. 3rd and about 4, maybe the long side, maybe just a shade over 4. Godwin drops back to talk to one of his running backs. Now he back up under center. Fakes, little play action. Now he's going to run it, and whatever he saw open up, it closed up just as quickly as Godwin ends up picking up only a couple on the play. It's far short of a first down, so close to the 45-yard line. In fact, they mark it right on the 45. It's going to be 4th and 2, and we see no punt unit coming on the field. In fact, a play is going to be coming in as Cody Godwin gets the play and brings it in. Also checking into the lineup is Trevon White. So Pelham is going to go for it right here shy of midfield on their own 45-yard line. They need about 2 for a first down. Long count. Now they're going to call, they were going to just try to draw them off. Now they take a timeout. We will too, back in 30 seconds. So they were hoping maybe Terrell would drop, and the way this game's been going, that was a good bet. This time they are going to call a play, and they're going to give it to the fullback. He drives forward, and it looks like to me it's going to, of course, depend on the spot, but it looks like to me it's going to be a first down for the Pelham Hornets. Both teams think they have made it, and the official with the white hat on is the one that counts, and he signals Pelham Hornet first down. So the Hornets are on the move here with the football on the 47-yard line. Pelham Hornets own 47-yard line, first quarter action, and this is really looking like the Pelham Hornet offense may have settled down here just a touch. Just as quick as I say that, let's hope that we don't. Now we got an official congregation here. There's an official timeout, and they are still congregating. And I'm not sure what the congregation is about. We're going to hold it right here just in case they break this thing up early. They have, okay, Terrell wanted a measurement. It was pretty close where they ended up spotting it, but even my old eyes looked like it was pretty clear, and once they set it down, I think it is pretty clear. And it is. First down for the Pelham Hornets. So that takes the mystery out of it as they have measured, and it is a first down. By the way, I've just got a text that Seminole County is leading Stewart 15-0. Want to bet that there's going to be 100 laid on them tonight? They are playing Stewart, isn't that right? I have to double check, but I believe it is. And I believe as Jackson carries the football, Denzel Jackson picks up a couple for the Pelham Hornets, slowly working their way up to the midfield stripe here as they're got the football down on the 48-yard line, not quite the 48. So actually it was not a couple, it was just a yard that he picked up on the play. Yeah, wow. So we're going to have reports on Seminole County tonight. Well, you might as well. They're from our region, and they look pretty strong. Will they or will they not make a strong run into the playoffs? That's going to be an interesting question to see. Pelham has cracked into Terrell County territory at the 48-yard line of the Green Wave. Looking at a 3rd and 16. Minute 28 left to go here in the first quarter of tonight's football game. Probably going to be kind of a long game here tonight, as I'm expecting a very long halftime show, and we'll see what we see at halftime. Cody Godwin at quarterback. They have gone to the wing T formation. They've been using variations as they send the wing back on the left side in motion, and will hand off to him. And he's still on his feet. Brandon Bostic looked like he was fixing to break it open, but quickly Terrell throws him out, gets him out of bounds over here on the near side. And I believe he got a first down. Not quite sure with that mass of humanity down here on the near sideline where they are going to mark it. But I think he got a first down, and let's see. They are going to bring it out to the field. They'll put it down, and more than likely they will have to call for a measurement. Oh, wait, where he put it, it's fairly clear to me that he got it. Are they signaled not? I certainly think if they're not signaling first down, then Pelham should ask for the measurement. There is a timeout on the field, and I think it's for a measurement. We'll take a quick timeout here and be back with the results of this measurement after this on the official voice. But and I know the official actually showed us a little bit more than it was. He acted like it was about 6 inches or so, but I think it was a lot less than that. I still thought it was very close, but it is ruled that it is 4th down and inches. And they're going to give to the fullback, and he will power forward. It looks like to me he easily got it. And carrying the ball is Denzel Jackson for the Pelham Hornets. 41.4 seconds left to go first quarter. Seminole 7, Pelham nothing. And this is the longest drive of the night for the Pelham Hornets. If they had started off the football game like this, they might be well on their way to driving for the first touchdown of the night, and that's the way this game should have started. But they decided to fumble the opening kickoff, in case you joined us late. Don't mean to keep harping on it for those of you who have been here since the opening kickoff, but it was a very rough and tumble start here. As far as nobody seemed to want the football. Oh, big play for the Pelham Hornets, or big play so far for tonight, as they have moved the football down to the 31-yard line of Terrell. I missed the number who carried it. I'm sorry about that. At any rate, the clock stops momentarily. To move the chains, the clock will start again, and both teams decide that there will not be another play run in this quarter. So with Terrell holding on to a 7-0 lead, Pelham on the move. Quarter number 1 comes to an end. Back with the second period. Hopefully we'll get some Mitchell County scores and some Westwood scores coming in by way of the old texting machine here tonight. Cody Godwin directly under center, back split in the backfield. Going to give it to number 1 for the Pelham Hornets, and he is going to pick up, looks like to me, about 5 yards on the play. Brandon Smith, the junior running back, linebacker for the Pelham Hornets, carrying the football, and it looks like there is a towel on the field. I thought momentarily, no. There is a flag. There is a towel. There's also a flag. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against the Terrell County Green Wave. So tack it on to the end of the run. That is going to be big for the Pelham Hornets. Yeah, that's usually a pretty big one too. That's the 15-yarder. That's going to take the football inside the 15. It will be marked just shy of the 13-yard line of the Green Wave. That's where the Hornets will have it, 1st and 10. So if this drive can keep going, the Hornets will have a chance to negate all that roughness at the start where they just couldn't hang on to the football, and they ended up letting Terrell spot them by 7. Need to get those points back. They're going to hand it inside to, let's see, was that 13 or? Yeah, it's going to be number 13 for the Pelham. Well, I got Brandon Bostic. He said Jackson, I believe. So either I got the number wrong or I still think it was Brandon Bostic. Anyway, picks up 5 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Pelham Hornets. I'll try to watch that number closer for you. He said 35. I still think it was number 13 that carried the ball. Long count this time. Godwin will hand it off, and the Pelham Hornets go into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. Touchdown, Pelham Hornets. Brandon Smith, your junior, in the end zone for the Pelham Hornets to pull this game within 7-6. We await the extra point. The band fires up the fight song here at the Hornets' Nest, and we're back in the football game. Boy, what a rugged start to tonight's game. It was almost as though the Hornets didn't want it, but they have awakened, and you've got a bunch of mad swarming Hornets that have gotten into the end zone. And let's see what's going on here. Timeout on the field. So I don't know whether Terrell took that timeout or whether Pelham wants to plan to try and maybe to take the lead. I would think you'd just settle for kicking it. But anyway, there is a timeout on the field. We'll take the timeout as well. Well, Pelham missed the extra point, so the score is now 7-6 in favor of Terrell County. So we had the opportunity to tie it up, and then they were about to kick off. And not sure why everything stopped. I'm still not sure why we're stopped. Okay, they have moved the football up to the 45-yard line. It's just like I've sort of blacked out the past 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know why they had it lined up. Anyway, they've moved the football to the 45-yard line, so we should be set to go here. And there's still a discussion. I tell you what, well, I don't want to go. 3 of the officials have now gone to the Terrell County side over there, so I have no idea. And the other 2 officials on the field are huddled up right by the football that is setting on the 45-yard line and ready for Pelham to kick it off. And there is a discussion going on that 2 of the officials are in. And it appears that one of the Terrell County coaches is in a very heated discussion now with 3 of the officials. And one of the guys that arrived late is backing out, but he seems to be carrying on most of the discussion, although he's about 20 yards away from him now. Yeah, now they're gesturing hand signals, not the popular one that you're thinking of, but they're signaling sort of to each other. So I have no idea what's going on, but for some reason there is some displeasure between both that official and the coaches. So Pelham is set to kick it away from their own 45-yard line. And back deep on the 5, and we may actually get this football game back underway. And it's kicked away, not real high, but it's going to be taken on the 13-yard line. And a big return by Terrell County out beyond the 50-yard line. And the return man for Terrell County gets the football into Hornet territory at the 48-yard line, and that's where the Greenway will set up 1st and 10. 7-6 the score with 10:27 left to go in the first quarter of action here in tonight's contest. Second quarter. I formation backfield looks like for the Green Wave. Starting at the Pelham Hornet 48 after a great return. Scott at quarterback. Directly under center. Will take it. Fake to his fullback. Following through the hole. Still going down inside the 40 to about the 38 of the Pelham Hornets. That's going to be about a 10-yard pickup, maybe more, it looks like to me. And it looks like it's going to be enough for a Green Wave first down at actually inside the 38, just a touch. Now they have moved the marker down close to where they're saying it's second and inches, but it really looks like to me, maybe I'm just off my game here tonight. That's close enough. I think it's closer than that. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be second and inches. And this time the quarterback is going to keep it. Then he pitches it after picking up the first down to a trailing back who is going to pick up even more yardage. And it's number 23, Kamari Carter, a junior running back linebacker for the Green Wave team. And that will move the chains definitely. And it looks like both these offenses are now moving the ball. Pelham took it slow and methodically, where Terrell is moving it rapidly down the field. And let's see, it looks like it's not quite, it's inside the 25-yard line. I'm going to say that it's the 23 and a half maybe. I formation backfield, and Pelham almost tackled the ball carrier right about the time he got the handoff. He did get away, and he got down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of almost 4 yards on the play to bring up second and 6.5 yards needed for a Terrell County first down. Terrell leads it 7-6, and they're on the move. Now this would be the perfect time for another turnover for Terrell. Both these teams just look like they were going to set a modern football record for turnovers here tonight. This time they're going to give it to the running back. He slices through the line of scrimmage and high steps it into the end zone for the Terrell County touchdown. And again, that was Carter, the junior, in the end zone for Terrell County. And the Green Wave have taken a 13-6 lead over your Pelham Hornets. That score coming with 8:25 left to go here in first quarter action from the Hornets' nest. And we await the extra point. Well, that's a big guy that's kicking. Let's see, number 8, number 9 it is, it's holding. So Javante Daniels, a senior, will hold. And the kick is up. Let me watch here. The kick is good. And again, that was number 30, Jacarvin Ware, a senior, that kicked it for Terrell. So Terrell now leads it by a score of 14-6. Again, 8:25 left on your second quarter clock here at the Hornets' Nest. Back in a moment on the Nest, and we had a report. 13-0. 13-0. Westwood in the lead over Windsor. So it seems like the Cats are rolling on. I'm sure that's going to be not the oh man, it looks like an onside kick here. And there's a battle for the football. We're going to have to see. It's across the way. I think Pelham may have come up with it. And it's going to be a short field. It is Pelham's football, and it's going to be a short field. If it did. Not the kind of short field that we were giving them earlier in tonight's football game. But Pelham will have the football with outstanding field position on the 47-yard line. And I was going to say about that 13-0 Westwood over Windsor score that's probably there's going to be a lot of scoring in that football game. That's going to be ugly before it's over unless Westwood is just having an off night tonight. I really don't see anybody, as I said at the top of the broadcast, anybody but Westwood that can beat them. They will have to beat themselves. Back to this game, Pelham carrying the ball. pickup of a couple on the play. Desmond Jackson, your ball carrier, picks up 2. It'll bring up second and alongside of 8. So a short 2 pickup. It's so close to 2. I was looking at it, should I say just 1 or 2? It's more than 1. And it looks like he picked up more than 1.5, so we got to call it 2. So the second down play, Godwin looks like he's back to pass, looks like he's in trouble, and he is going to go down as the Green Wave had a tsunami right there all over him and brought him down on the 42-yard line. It's a big loss on the play for the Pelham Hornets, and it's going to bring up 3rd and, well, they gave him a really good spot. I'm proud for them, but that was a really, really good spot. They have marked it up beyond the 45 to the 46. So as it turned out, he was actually ended up being tackled back on about the 42. So they shaved 5 on the spot. Maybe he didn't lose all of that, but they shaved 5 good yards from where he ended up. So it's only going to be 3rd and about 12 that he needs for a first down. And carrying the football for the Pelham Hornets is number 33. And that is Lorenzo Jackson, the 10th grader. He's going to be short of the first down. In fact, just picked up maybe half a yard on the play. We'll call it a yard. 4th and 11 coming up for the Hornets. So Terrell makes a change. I didn't see a whole lot of people changing on Pelham. Same guys out there on the field, although they are in punt formation. And the Pelham punter standing on the 31 gets it away. And there'll be no return. Pelham will down it on the 26-yard line. So Terrell will take over on their own 26-yard line here with 5:59 left to go in the first half of action. It's homecoming here tonight for the Pelham Hornets. Also coming up, I want to remind you about the Red Ribbon Rallies that'll be held in Mitchell County Monday, October 24th, 5:30 till 6:30 in Pelham at the old Pelham High School Gymnasium. And then Thursday, October 27th, the Camilla Rally at the Camilla First Baptist Church, 5:30 to 6:30, of course, in Camilla. Scott, the quarterback, directly under center, drops the ball, whistle, and looks like he was actually down on his knee. And then he got actually clobbered as he was looking for the football. So Terrell will lose 1.5 yards on that exchange from center. And it's going to bring up 2nd, we'll call it 2nd and 1. Play coming in from the side. And let's see what we got for you here. We got Deborah Cox is reporting in. No surprise, 29-0. Seminole County is leading Stewart County as they are just going to strengthen their hold on the top of the region. Terrell in trouble. And it's going to be a loss on the play. When it's all done, I think they're going to lose about 2. It was a pitch in the backfield, and before he could get his hands, find the handle on that football, he was in trouble, surrounded by Hornets. And he's going to be brought down to the 20, let's call it 24-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 13 coming up for the Green Wave. Yeah, what? Seminoles 4-0 in the region. This will be 5-0. And 7-0 is perfection in Region 1A. So they've actually got 2 opponents. One of them, Miller. I don't know who the other one is. Long pass downfield is going to be incomplete. I think the home crowd and some of the players wanted a pass interference penalty. It will not come.
Pass incomplete on the play. Good coverage by Lightning Henry. Going to bring up 4th down and 13.
So it's going to be 4th down for Terrell County as they get set up in punt formation here. And let's see, number 27. Dayoni Clay, a senior, is the punter, and now they are going to take timeout. We will as well. Timeout on the field, take it. Coming from Terrell to the Pelham Hornets. Kick is away, not a particularly high kick. It's going to bounce, and it doesn't look like there'll be a return. And it's going to be down.
Ball going to be down on the 43-yard line. The Hornets will take over the first and 10 with 3 minutes.
They'll say 43. 43-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for your Pelham Hornets. And let me lean out here and tell you that 3:58 left to go in the first half of tonight's game. That's, you know, this press box is wonderful, and I hate to have a gripe, but that's it, is from the seating position, you cannot see the clock. And when you got two guys on the broadcast team, hopefully Sonny's going to be joining us again next week, but he's been a little bit under the weather. Oh, the Hornets are going to break loose, and he's taking it all the way to the house. Number 13, Brandon Bostic. And I think that's Bostic's second touchdown of the night. I believe he scored the first one. I may have that wrong. And I think they are warning Pelham to get back on the sideline. They had some people there, and it turned out it's the coach is trying to get them to set up to go for two, I believe. Are they going to go for two? Pelham is going to take timeout, so we'll get it settled out here. But Pelham has scored a touchdown. We're waiting for the point after, and we are going to take a quick 30-second timeout and be back. And it is going to be an attempt for a two-point conversion here. Cody Godwin leaves the Hornets up to the line of scrimmage directly under center. He's going to turn and hand off, and it's in for two. 2 points, Lorenzo Jackson. Lorenzo Jackson on the score. And the Pelham Hornets have tied the football game with Terrell County, 14-14. Back with the kickoff after this. So the official voice of high school football in Mitchell County. Got 3:44 left to go in the first half. So off to a slow start tonight for actually both of these teams, but it looked like Terrell wanted it more, but Pelham has battled back, and we now have a tie 14-14 football game as Pelham gets set to kick it away. It's going to be a short kick taken on the 23-yard line, and good coverage. The return to the 32-yard line. Terrell will set up 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line, it looks like. That's what we're going to call it. So we'll see what Terrell now, remember, when they do move the ball, they move it quick. Pelham had that earlier drive where they just kind of slowly moved it downfield, picking up yards here and there, which really I prefer to have your team do that, because you can just use a lot of clock also when you do something like that. So we'll see what Terrell is going to try to, and again, the officials have moved in here. Do we have a flag? No, it's just not really sure what it was. It was just something. Oh, okay. Okay, wrong football. Each offense uses their own football, and apparently Terrell discovered they didn't have the right one, I think. Or there may have been two on the field. I don't really know. I-formation backfield. Quarterback is going to keep it. He's hit in the backfield, and they are going to get all over him, and it's going to end up losing about a yard on the play. So it'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Terrell. Scott, the quarterback, loses a yard on the play. Football getting very close to touching the 30-yard line. It's inside the 31, actually. Green Wave on their own 31-yard line, we'll call it. I formation backfield for Terrell. They're going to hand to or fake to the fullback. And coming in, making a big play for the Pelham Hornets in the backfield, number 52, Robert Deal, makes the stop, and it's a 5-yard loss on the play, and it's going to bring third and actually about a 4-yard loss on the play. The previous 1-yard loss makes it a combination of 5 that they've lost so far, and it's going to bring up third and 15, and there is a timeout on the field. We'll take time as well and be back on tie football game at 14 apiece. And we understand that Westwood had a lead, hoping shortly to get a score maybe on Mitchell County. And the quarterback is back to pass for Terrell. Has a man, completes it into Hornet territory. A desperation throw and a prayer that was answered as Joe Ward was stumbling backwards as he hauled that one in and then got it down to the 30, they're going to mark it right on the 35-yard line, so that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Terrell County. Again, we're tied at 14 apiece here. Seminole County, by the way, with Stewart going into halftime just a few seconds away. They lead that one 36-0. They are going to hand the football off to Lumpkin. Bernard Lumpkin, a junior. Actually, he's listed as split in, and he came across and got the reception and picked up about 9 yards on the play. So a couple of big plays here. One gigantic play and a big play for Terrell. They are looking at 2nd and 1. But, of course, more importantly is the clock with 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go before we go into halftime and all the festivities here at homecoming for the Pelham Hornets. Out of shotgun formation, and they had 2 men moving at the same time, so it's going to be either procedure or motion. Actually, one of them was on the line, so he started off downfield. And a poor lineman is trying to convince the officials that they were drawn offsides by the Pelham Hornets. I don't know. They're going to say they're lined up. They were not drawn offsides. Now, they might have been going to call the lined up offsides, but, you know, if a team is going to be guilty of drawing someone offsides, it's rarely the back and a split end. It's drawn off. It's usually one of those linemen up there. And those linemen were pretty steady there. Anyway, out of the shotgun. Got to take it. The quarterback is going to try to run it. He's got some running room. Got some running room. Got to be brought down inside the 10, close to the 6-yard line. Scott on the carry on a quarterback keeper, and that's going to be 1st and goal down here for the Green Wave of Terrell County. Time is, of course, becoming a factor, as once they set the marker, it's under a minute left to go, and Terrell is huddled up here. Again, they are outside the 5. It looks like it's actually, to me, it looks like now that I'm looking at it, it's closer to the 7 than the 6. Scott is going to take it, and same exact deal, and this time he's going to run it down close to the 6. So he's going to pick up about a yard on the play. Mango and Deal combining there to make the stop for the Pelham Hornets. And is Terrell going to take a timeout? I believe they are. Timeout on the field. We'll take timeout as well and be back on the official voice of the Mitchell County game, the most important Mitchell County Pelham game there's ever been. Just a few moments left. They're going to pitch it back. It's on the ground. They're going to pick it up. And Pelham has it. Pelham has it. Pelham is going to run all the way to the other end of the field. I'm looking. The officials are running with them. There are no flags. Pelham touchdown. Pelham touchdown. Pelham scoops it up and scores to take the lead going into halftime. 17.3 seconds left. I was looking to see if the ball was down, and the officials continued to run with the ball carrier, trying to keep up with him, which was an indication that they felt it was a live football. And it's in the end zone, and the Pelham Hornets have taken the lead. Wow, what a turn of events. Terrell wanting to take the lead going into halftime as we had a tie football game. Now it's 20-14 in favor of your Hornets. 25 is kicking. It's up and good. Eric Avery's kicks it through for the Pelham Hornets. And the score, Pelham 21, Terrell County 14. Back in a moment on the to kick it away following the score that has given them the lead for the first time tonight, 21-14. They have really battled back to get back in this football game after fumbling the opening kickoff. They were able to stop Terrell, but fumbled it again. Oh no, it's been fumbled again, and Pelham has the ball. I don't know why I said oh no. On the run, it just looks like it hit him in the hand, the knee, and then he kicked it forward, and it went way back here to the 47-yard line where Pelham has the football. 10.7 seconds left to go in the first half of tonight's football game, and Pelham has the ball right back. I would suspect they are just going to decide this thing's too bizarre to try to. Well, you don't know. Might score right here quick, but I think, well, they are going to go for a pass. And they've got a guy running a slant, and he is going to be interfered with. Pass interference called, and he was indeed all over him. Intended receiver was number 8, Trevon White, and the defender was Javante Daniels for Terrell, and he got all over him, and the flag came out. One official in front of the play just signaled incomplete, but the trailing official threw the flag. And that's going to set Pelham up to try. Oh, I tell you what, he was in good position there. Actually, Daniels discussing for a moment, just holding his hands out like, what? It's going to move the Hornets into green wave territory inside the 40, call it the 39, 1st and 10. And Godwin, a little play action, is going to put it up again, heading for the end zone. Has a man. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, man, laid it right in his hands, but it got away from him. Number 4 was Maurice Young, the intended receiver for the Pelham Hornets. So we got time for one more play. I think, well, we may have no choice but to have one more play. There is a penalty flag down, and the penalty is going to be declined. It's against the Hornets, so that takes us to halftime. Okay, we're going to try to put out a look for a Mitchell County score. Seminole County has the, oh, he's still going. Finally brought down on the 48-yard line. Sorry about that. I was missing the kickoff as they brought me a Seminole County score. And last we heard from Deborah Cox, who's down there covering the Seminole County game. They were leading 36-0 with a couple of minutes left. And her text, I believe, said in the second half, but I think she meant second quarter. A mistake I make often, so I recognize it, because I'm sure they're not that far ahead of us in this game, and that text came in prior to the conclusion of the first half here in Pelham. Terrell has the football on the 48-yard line, 47 we'll call it, And they are going to operate out of the shotgun and go to the air, and it's complete to Daniels over to the near side. He gets it inside the 40, down to the 35, where Pelham stops him, but that's going to pick up a quick first down. And all of a sudden now, looked like they were running sort of a pro set and an I formation backfield, primarily in the first half. And near the end there, they went to shotgun, and now they are coming out here in the second half and deciding to do that. One back flanking the quarterback was on his right side, flips over to his left. Everybody else is out wide, and the quarterback, Scott, looking, has a man, and it's incomplete. Boy, he was wide open, and he just plain out couldn't get it to him. Looked like it was really closer than what it probably actually was, as Bernard Lumpkin looked like he was really struggling to get his hands on the football, but it may be kind of deceptive as the angle we were looking at it. But it brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Green Wave. Down inside the 35 of Pelham, we'll call it the 34, not quite there. I would say in reality it's on the 34.5-yard line if you want to get a mental picture of it. Shotgun formation. Now he's going to flip it after getting the snap, and we miss a couple of tackles, and they're going to pick up a first down, and it is DeMarquise Carter, the ball carrier, and that's going to move the chains. Boy, nothing really fancy. Just took the snap and just kind of flipped it there, end over end to him. And then Carter took off and did a fine piece of running, missing some tackles there, and they are finally now moving the chains. Clock will start, I'm assuming, once they get the chains set. Maybe he got out of bounds. Clock did not start, so he must have got out of bounds over there. Again, out of shotgun formation. Terrell with the football. Got to come back this way, and penalty flags come out. And the illegal procedure is going to be called against the Green Wave, so it's a dead ball foul, so they stop the action and will mark off 5. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Green Wave. I'll give you a spot of the ball, just add 5 to where it was. But right at the moment, I'm not sure where it was. What, 24, wasn't it? So that should come back. That should bring it back to the 29. And it does. 1st and 15 for the Green Wave. Green Wave receivers wide to either side. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. Going to hand it. No, he fakes to his blocking back, but Pelham was the wiser for it. In fact, number 35 for Pelham makes the stop before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's Denzel Jackson. And it's going to be right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll say no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Green Wave. (21-14). Pelham with a scoop and score fumble at the close of the first half took the first lead of the night, and so far still holding on to it. There is a penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called against. No, it's called against both teams. They will offset, and they will replay 2nd down.
We'll bring up 2nd down to 13.
And they line up with the blocking back on the right side. He flip-flops over to the left, steps back on the snap, has it's incomplete. The receiver on a slant pattern from the right over here, and just plain out didn't get it to him. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about, 15, 14, somewhere along in there. Boy, a wild and woolly start to this one. It seemed like nobody wanted to win it. And then kind of a wild end to the first half, but it is, the crowd is almost being lulled to sleep here. It's so quiet. Quarterback in trouble. We're chasing him. He's running, coming to the near side, looking. Now he's going to tuck it up and runs out of bounds. I don't know that he got back to the line of scrimmage. He is far short of a first down, so it is going to bring up, fourth down, and, well, he did pick up some yardage. It's going to be 4th and 8. 4th and 8. So deep in Hornet territory, of course, they're in 4-down territory down here. With 10:24, clock is stopped because the quarterback ran out of bounds. And again, 4th and 8. Might be just a touch on the long side of 8. So again, shotgun formation. 4th down play, big 4th down play for Terrell as they want to try to tie this thing up. Looking, goes end zone, has a man, drops it. Oh, he had a man open, and that was going to be a Terrell County touchdown, and he dropped the ball. And it goes over on downs to the Pelham Hornets. So the Pelham Hornets caught a break because he had beat his man. He had beat his man, but he dropped the ball. 10:16 left to go, third quarter. Again, Pelham 21, Terrell 14. For the longest time, Terrell had the lead in the first half. Finally putting the first points on the board. They had a 7-0 lead. Pelham scored, couldn't get the extra point. 7-6, then Terrell scored to make it 14-6. Then Pelham finally tied it up to make it 14-14. And then a scoop and score on a fumble made it our score we had. All the scoring happening here in the first half of tonight's game. A little fake pitch and then a run. And there is no gain on the play. Well, actually, it is a gain of a couple of yards. Almost 3 yards now to look at it. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 25 for the Pelham Hornets. Pelham Hornets on their own 25. And Pelham is going to take time out. We will too. Back in a moment. And heard it from a friend of a friend that Calhoun and Miller are 6'6". Don't know where it is in that game, but that should be an interesting game. That was one I told you I was interested in. The pass is complete for about a 5-yard pickup on the play for the Pelham Hornets in this game, as Pelham has a 1-touchdown lead over the Green Wave and hopefully fixing to march down the field to put some more on the board. It's going to be 3rd and about 3 coming up for Pelham, as their quarterback, Cody Godwin, brings the play in from the sideline. Also checking into the lineup, Trevon White. They almost hit him earlier on a big pass play. And they're going to go to the air, and the complete and good yardage, good enough yardage after the catch for the first down for the Pelham Hornets out to the 45-yard line. And it looked like it was, I believe, number 10. Is that right? Let me take another look if I could see it. Yeah, Clifford Stewart. Yeah, Clifford Stewart, a junior for the Pelham Hornets on the reception. And it does move the chains, makes it 1st and 10 with, again, the football just shy of the 40-yard line. Let's call it the 39.5. Wing T formation. Wing back goes in motion. Hands to the fullback or the back behind the quarterback. And there is very little to no gain on the play. In fact, they drive him back. They may mark his forward progress of a half a yard on the play. As quick as those whistles sounded, I thought very possibly we had a penalty flag, but that was not the case. They marked the football right on the 40-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and about 9, 2nd and a long 9. And this time Godwin will hand it off to one of his backs. and gets to the line of scrimmage and again is driven back.
Brandon Bostic going to carry for the game. Got a flag on the play.
And there is a penalty flag this time. It was let me double check that. But yeah, Brandon Bostic, the ball carrier, and there's a penalty flag. Let's see what the call is going to be. It may go against the Hornets. They are talking with Terrell County, so it looks like it is going to go against the Hornets. A chop block is called against the Pelham Hornets. So they'll mark that big one off, and that qualifies as one of those drive-killing penalties if you let it. So after the mark-off on the play, it's going to be big yardage needed for a first down. Godwin is going to roll out, going to fire it downfield. It's complete to number 33 of the Pelham Hornets, Lorenzo Jackson. And Jackson is going to bring it up to about the 40-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. So they're going to need about 10 yards, 9 yards, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Pelham Hornets from the 40. So close to the original line of scrimmage. Of course, the original line of scrimmage on this series of downs was the 39. So again, checking it closely and reporting to you that it is 3rd and 9 for the Pelham Hornets. Big third down play. Wing T formation. Wing back goes in motion on the left side. They come back the other way with the handoff and nothing doing. If there's anything, it's a yard. It's going to be short of the first down by a bunch. So Pelham will be first to punt the football away. Clock continues to run. We're at 6:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Pelham with a 21-14 lead over Terrell. And the punter for Pelham standing on the 25. Deep man for Terrell, back on the 30. He's going to have to come up. It's going to bounce on the ground and roll. Takes a Pelham roll. There is going to be no return. And Terrell will take over on the 27-yard line. So Terrell on their own 27, 1st and 10. And again, what we told you, a game I was interested in, and I don't know how really to qualify this other than it was reported to us that they heard it was 6-6. That does seem to be an odd score. Of course, I think it's pretty much on record that Miller had problems with extra points last week against the week before, wasn't it, against the Pelham Hornets. These weeks are beginning to run together trying to keep on top of this. We enjoy it, though, but they are running together. It was those back-to-back games against Seminole County that we covered that made us feel like we were actually covering Seminole County there for a while. I-formation backfield, they'll hand to the fullback, and he'll pick up a yard or so, and that's going to be about it. Advancing the ball up to about the 28.5. Actually, they slide it back, and it's right on the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up for Terrell County. And our preliminary game of the week next week will be checking in on the Westwood Wildcats as they travel to take on the Wildcats of Crisp Academy in Cordele. And we'll start after our countdown to kickoff. Handoff to number 7. Does a lot of lateral running and not much up the field, so very little gain for Jatori Jones, the sophomore running back for the Green Wave. So it's going to bring 3rd and 9 up for Terrell County. And kind of a slow developing situation as they finally send two receivers wide to the right side, I formation backfield. Back to pass, boom, brought down, and a sack by the Pelham Hornets. Number 51, Norman Givens, a junior for the Pelham Hornets, totally untouched, straight back to the quarterback as he was looking to the near side to try to get a pass off, and he was plastered in the backfield, and that's going to bring a fourth down punt situation for the Green Wave. Back deep for the Pelham Hornets is Brandon Bostic. Bostic backed up to the 45. Now he's walking back up towards the 50-yard line. And the punter is standing inside the 10 for Terrell County. See if I can get his number for you. It looks like it's number 27 or number 20, possibly. We go with 20. Demetrius Caldwell. Oh, he gets off a fairly decent punt. It's going to take a roll inside the 50, and it's down to the 47. Pelham will take over on their own 47-yard line. So with Pelham with the football, 3:40 left to go here in the third quarter, and again updating our score here, it is 21-14 in favor of the Pelham Hornets. And I'm trying to bring you up a score on the old text machine. I'll get it for you in just a second. I believe it is a Seminole County score that we've got an update on. It's going to be a handoff to Brandon Bostic for the Hornets, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards. Let's see whether they're going to mark him out of bounds. He might be a touch short of the first down. Looks like they're going to mark it out on the 45 of Terrell County, so that will be short of a first down by about 2.5 yards. And in the third quarter, no surprise, they've hung 50 points on them, as Seminole is leading Stewart County by a score of 50 to nothing. So Pelham and Mitchell County both held Seminole to 49. I made the prediction that if Seminole wanted to, they could drop 100 on Stewart County with no problem. Pelham loose, on his feet, still moving, motoring down the field, going to be brought down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. And that is going to be a chain moving run there. Lorenzo Jackson carrying the ball for your Pelham Hornets. And the Hornets are taking this drive deeper and deeper in Terrell territory, and the offense is beginning to really look good for the Pelham Hornets. 3 minutes coming up. 3 minutes here in the third quarter of tonight's football game. 1st and 10 for the Pelham Hornets. Let's see, we're going to have actually kind of a slot man, wide receiver, wing man bunched up on one side and a wing guy on the other side, kind of a wing tee with a slot and a wide receiver. It is Jackson carrying the football, and he doesn't pick up any yardage, it looks like. Lorenzo Jackson, the ball carrier. So it's a loss of a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 coming up for the Pelham Hornets with the football on the Terrell 19. So originally it was actually closer to the 18, and it's really kind of marked down, looks like on the 19.5-yard line. Wing T formation. Sends the wing back in motion, fakes the handoff to the motion man, throws it downfield, complete, turns, heads for the end zone, touchdown. Pelham Hornets, Maurice Young, the receiver, getting the Cody Godwin pass, and we have a Hornet that is down. I believe he had his legs taken out from under him, so he is shaken up on the play, but the points will stand. So we get ready for the extra point. Let's wait right here and see. They are going to get him up and off the field. He's going to be okay. He's going to have to be assisted, but it looks like he's getting off the field mainly under his own power, so not trying to play doctor on the radio, but it did look like to me that he was going to be okay. Okay, they're going to shift in, and we're going to attempt the extra point here as Eric Evels will get set to kick it. I'm trying to get the holder's number. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And holding was number 12, of course, the quarterback, Cody Godwin. The points will count. And Pelham has a 28-14 lead over Terrell. And don't you feel that grip on that playoff spot is getting tighter and tighter in the hands of a Hornet. Back in a moment. As for the kickoff after the score, your Pelham Hornets leading 28-14 over Terrell County. And the kick is away. It's going to bounce on the 31. Scooped up, and they may get it up to the 34. And I think they did, in fact, fumble it out of bounds across the way. And it looks like they're going to mark the ball on the 35-yard line. 34. So they mark the ball on the 34.